Hello and welcome to the Venturing Hills concert studio in Luskville, Quebec, about a half an hour drive from Canada's capital of Ottawa. My name is Carson Becky. I am the director of Pontiac Enchanté, a concert series that happens in this space, and I'm also the pianist on this very socially distanced performance of songs from Mahler's Knaben Wunderhorn. The playlist of videos that you're about to view was the idea of Anthony Rauman, the chairman of the Gustav Mahler Society in the UK, and this set of videos is being presented as a joint production between the Gustav Mahler Society and Pontiac Enchanté. We would ask you, if you enjoy the following videos, to please consider donating to the Mahler Society in order to cover the costs of this production. You can do so by following the donate link in the description below. While the COVID-19 pandemic has put a halt to much public music making around the world, it has given rise to some very innovative approaches to collaborative music making, and this project represents one of those approaches. As the pianist based here in Canada, I was collaborating with the singers Florian Thomas and Caitlin Halcup, both based in Oxford in the UK. Florian, Caitlin, and I had extensive Zoom rehearsals where we would discuss the music that we were going to put together in detail, going over every bar, talking about the amount of time we would take, tempos, transitions, dynamics. After we'd done that, I recorded the piano parts to all of these songs, video recorded them, and sent the videos to Florian and Caitlin. They then made their own vocal recordings of the pieces, vocal videos of the pieces, with my recordings in their ears. And then the engineer, John Warner, took all of these video sources, put them together, and that's the product that you're going to view today. This was an extensive process. We did many takes to make sure that both sides were working as we'd like them to. And the end result is a set of Mahler songs performed by people on completely different continents. So just despite the whole social distancing thing, this has sort of brought performers together in a way that we weren't really doing previously. Having said that, there is a precedence for this kind of music making, and strangely, a precedence set during Gustav Mahler's lifetime. At the beginning of the 20th century, player pianos were invented in Germany and in the United States, and it started to become a thing to go to concerts put on by player pianos with pre-recorded piano tracks. So the way these devices worked was there was essentially a long roll of paper, and to record into them you would play into the piano and it would punch holes in the paper, and you could then put that back in the device, press play, and it would then recreate that performance. So both Mahler and his colleague Richard Strauss made recordings on player pianos, which we can still listen to today, with the express intention of being able to perform distantly with singers. There's actually a document of Richard Strauss talking about a concert where he made player piano recordings of song accompaniments, then went to the back of the audience, sat in the hall, and listened with pleasure to himself accompanying the singer Elisabeth Schumann in a performance of his music. So somehow we've actually gone back to a style of music making that would have been known to both Mahler and Strauss. The 10 songs featured in this project are all from Mahler's settings of texts from Des Knaben Wunderhorn, or The Boy's Magic Horn. Des Knaben Wunderhorn is a collection of old German folk stories, kind of fairy tales and songs, collected by the poets Clemens Brentano and Achim von Arnim, and published between 1805 and 1808. You might be familiar with the Grimm's brothers fairy tales, and the Grimm's fairy tales have a lot in common with Des Knaben Wunderhorn. What I think is notable about these songs, as opposed to many other art songs from the 19th century, is their focus on the narrative element. So many art songs are reflective in nature. Nothing necessarily happens, but they reflect on a situation or on a feeling. These songs are stories. Things really happen. There's a change of state from the beginning of song to the end. So as you listen, there are subtitles at the bottom that I really suggest you follow, because if you follow the story through, you can start to hear how Mahler does things with the music to reflect various plot points as they happen. So I hope you enjoy this collection of very socially distanced songs by Gustav Mahler, and thank you very much.